Hello, welcome to day 7.
Hello, welcome back. Hi, Chai.
She was sniffing our clothes because we went to Korean barbecue.
So we
today
smell
for dinner.
like pork and beef.
But first things first, I injured my knee at gym today.
What?
I told you this.
You did not tell me this. I did not go gym. I was at home.
Not
Doing
going
stuff.
to the gym.
Today's my rest day.
But this is tied to my ADHD-ness.
I'm doing Duolingo in the background.
I was doing squats, and then I was doing quite heavy squats, and usually, like, this is the issue I have every single time. When I lift quite heavy, I just don't pay full attention. So, like, even though I'm trying to pay attention, like, think of the mind as a muscle. The more you try to pay attention, over time it slowly gets like tired, fatigued. So it like can't concentrate on engaging the muscle as much as I want it to. And then I think that's what led to my knee boo-boo. So now I'm gonna have to let it rest for a few days.
What were you doing?
Squats. Squats.
Is your wrist recovered? First his wrist and then now his knee. I think it sounds like you just need to avoid doing quiet girl.
Need to avoid doing
heavier stuff and just do
but
lighter stuff,
if you,
more warm-ups.
I do, but if you never lift the heavier stuff, then even the lighter stuff is going to cause you injury. That's the issue. I just have to train my mind like a Jedi. Yeah.
I think you need to...
I forgot my phone.
My opinion is you need to find a way/method in which you can do this sustainably, and maybe trying to do more weights or more reps every single session is not sustainable.
No, it's not, but I need to slow down. But every time I always feel so rushed. So I tried to actually cut down my gym routine a lot.
Slow down or just do not as heavy weights where you need so much attention that you're going to injure yourself if you have a slight misstep. Because that seems like you're putting yourself up to failure.
But the issue is if I don't
true or not?
train... Yes, but if I don't try and lift heavier, my body starts to ache because I'm not pushing my body to exertion. Does that make sense?
So the assumption here is that pushing your body to exertion helps more than it detriments.
Yes.
Apart from recently, because that's
generally
a once in a year thing.
It has been a good thing. Since I've started gymming, I had a lot of my back issues and pains and stuff resolved. That's why I kind of got into gymming in the first place. And then since I started with my personal trainer, then a lot more issues have been resolved. So like, yes, these boo-boos happen, but generally, holistically, I feel like I'm much better off than if I wasn't gymming. Does that make sense? That's the issue. And then recently I've realized there's a huge focus and mood benefit, which I think I mentioned the other day. And just like I feel a lot more regulated when I've gone to the gym and actually exerted versus just going to the gym and like, you know, some days where I just go do stretching or some shit. And then I'm just like, I feel when I come back, I'm all over the place still.
Because you haven't tired yourself out through exercise.
And then exercise releases some brain chemicals that apparently is good for ADHD.
I think the theory is that if you do something difficult in the morning, let's say high intensity weight training, and that is actually intensive and it tires you out, the rest of the day is easy in comparison. Is that what it is? That's what it is.
Is that what you think?
Potentially, except I don't tire myself out enough during gym anymore.
I'm currently using this brand.
I have hit my body...
It's very expensive.
Aesthetic goal, so I don't have a
great.
huge incentive to push harder and potentially injure myself.
Do you know
but
why,
the good
guys?
thing is I have
Because
not
his
injured
boyfriend gives
myself.
him so many compliments all the time.
I have not injured myself at all in the last 3-4 months.
Do you know why I have to keep pushing? Because my boyfriend doesn't give me very many compliments.
You are the most beautiful boy.
This is complete bullshit.
A beautiful,
Don't, but
boy.
no. Speak honestly.
Beautiful boy.
Do I not compliment you a lot? And do you get a lot of validation from me giving you compliments?
Yes.
What do I tell you?
I have no idea. What do you tell me?
Oh my God, I tell you, baby, you look so hot. Oh my God, you're so cute. You're the hottest boy in the world.
These are the first words I've heard him say that
This
ever.
is bullshit.
He never says this.
And then today what I need to speak about. So I was messaging Dan, and one of the questions Dan was asking, which is very valid, because he was like, when they come next weekend, they want to go shopping. And I'm like, oh my God, I hate shopping. I absolutely hate going clothing shopping. Maybe because I've worked in retail for so many years. So the idea of going clothes shopping does not bring me joy. But then Dan asked a very valid question. He's like, if you hate shopping, well, I said I find it very boring. He's like, why do you want to start a clothing brand? It doesn't make any sense. And how I explain this is, starting a clothing brand for me is about solving a problem for myself. I find a lot of clothes uncomfortable, and I don't go shopping for clothes for the reason I think people usually think, which is, oh, buy new clothes to look better. I buy clothes for the functional purpose, and looks is like a little bit part of it. I want it to look good, but ultimately, like, I find it tiring. I just want to go to a brand that matches my style and has the functional needs that I need met, and they just don't really exist at the moment. Most brands are like fast fashion, H&M, Zara, Cotton On. Uniqlo is not so much. I don't know if you class Uniqlo as fast fashion, but they're more like basic. So Uniqlo is probably like the closest thing to what I want in terms of it's good. So I guess to answer the question, I'm starting a fashion brand because what I personally want doesn't exist at the moment, and I feel very frustrated every time I have to go shopping. So that's why I don't enjoy shopping, and I hate fashion. So I want to create, I'm sure there's like other people out there like me that exist who kind of hate going clothes shopping, but you want something that looks good, and you also just want to make sure like it fits, it looks good, it's comfortable. And there aren't many brands out there that I can say fit that vibe. Like, sure, you can spend hundreds of dollars on luxury brands, but I really don't feel like I want to do that. That's why my brand is intentionally not a luxury brand, and I don't even want to go there, because I don't think people should have to spend like $150 on a t-shirt, which is what a kind of luxury brand guarantees. Like, you know it's going to look good, the fit, the silhouette is going to be good, and that's why people spend so much on them without having to worry, because they know the clothes are going to look good. Like your mum was telling me the other day, she buys clothes from Vietnamese clothing brands, and then they just don't fit right. They look good on the hanger, but as soon as you put it on your body, because like someone's literally sewn two equal pieces of fabric together, the human body is not symmetrical. How it sits on the body looks so different from how it sits on a flat hanger. So yeah, does that kind of answer the question, or not really? Why am I building a clothing brand if I hate fashion?
I think so.
So can you summarize my answer? I feel like I went in circle. So if I asked you, why is Techie building a clothing brand, even though he hates fashion, what would you say?
I need to think of an analogy. It's kind of like, let's say I move to a city that has no Vietnamese food or no good Vietnamese food, and I tell someone, I hate all the Viet food here in this city. So why am I starting a Vietnamese restaurant? Well, because all the other food here sucks.
That's a really good analogy. Does that make sense, Dan? I hope that makes sense. Just because I find it boring and I hate it,
Dan is our other BB, is what you meant to say.
Doesn't equate to I'm not going to enjoy running this business. Running a business, I think, is very different as well to just having an interest in the subject matter. Yeah. And then the other thing that happened this morning when I came back from gym, there was a random lady walking around the house. I'm like, who's this random lady? Peter's dad was downstairs. And then he's like, oh, this is the new cleaning lady. Can you tell her what to do? I'm like, what? You want me to tell her what to do? She only speaks Vietnamese. So the first thing I told her is, I do not speak Vietnamese. In Vietnamese. That's the one phrase that I've learned. She knew that. And then she said something about English. I heard her say English. I'm like, Then yeah, then Peter's mum came and rescued me. But then Peter's mum was like, "Oh, tell her what you need her to do," and I'm like, I need to do, I need laundry done. But then, as I was going to do this, like start to explain to her how to do the laundry, I realized I have a lot of specific needs. It reoccurred to me that I have a lot of particular ways to do things. So the first one was I can't just give her the laundry basket because maybe is this to do with ADHD, or I just like to put things in my pocket? Maybe it's not even ADHD, but I guess the leaving tissues in my pocket is an ADHD thing. So I'll leave tissues in my pockets and we'll chuck them in the laundry basket. Sometimes this guy, he's nodding his head as if this is all my fault, but sometimes this guy leaves receipts in there.
Yeah, which is normal. Every now and then people leave stuff in your pockets. That's normal. You just...
I didn't say it wasn't normal.
Yeah, you're like, this guy. Like, you pointed me out. Huh?
But
Even this guy. I don't understand. What do you mean?
This guy leaves things in there as well. I leave things in there as well. We both contribute to leaving things inside the pockets. But anyway, I can't just give her the whole laundry basket. And I had to explain to her, we need to check the pockets before we put it in. But I couldn't be bothered because I'm like, I don't have the vocabulary to do that. Not even near. And this is like this.
And he hates using translation apps for some reason.
This lady's first day. I can't give her all these instructions about how particular I am to do a certain thing.
And he can't be bothered using like live translation or anything.
Because, okay, after I take the tissues out of the pocket, I check every pan pockets and I put it into a different laundry basket. So there's a laundry basket in our room and one that moves up and down the stairs. So I put everything in there and then I bring it up. But then when we go upstairs, I have to tell her, okay, there's this certain powder. If you're washing Peter and Techie's clothes, you can use this powder, but don't use the fabric softener and don't use the powder, this other powder, because these ones give Techie allergy. I couldn't explain that, so I had to bring Peter's mum, and your mum, I think, helped me explain to her. And then instead of the fabric softener, you have to use vinegar. And then when you turn on the washing machine, like there are specific settings that we use. Like we rinse the clothes 3 times to get whatever off, because I've had really bad allergy attacks before. But I just realized in all of that, at one point I was like, maybe we should just like tell them, like, let's not have a cleaner at all, so that I can just keep doing things my way, because I feel like it's really difficult to have to explain to everyone why I do things a certain way.
And you can't be bothered translating and printing it out or anything.
Yep. Because that's difficult and tiring. I can probably do that. Maybe I need to start like a notepad with like, these are the tasks and this is how you do them.
That would be very helpful, yes.
Maybe I should do that.
Yes, maybe you should.
But we've been thinking about, anyway, and where did your parents find this lovely cleaning lady?
I think they were asking around the neighbors.
Peter told me, he told me they pulled her off the street. That was the answer you gave me this morning. I don't know if you're joking or not, because that's actually the type of thing your parents would do.
Because she was probably working at someone's house and like, oh, I have a cleaner in right now. Do you want her number? So it's not wrong.
I thought you meant she was literally leaving and like driving down the street and they're just like, oi, come clean. That's the type of thing that you would do in Vietnam.
If they are wearing uniform, but she doesn't wear uniform, she's more of a local.
Yes.
Not part of any company or house cleaning company.
Yeah, but I think she cleans for the neighbors.
Which was the first person we found.
Yeah. But I think it's overall worth it, so long as like, I think there's so much mental effort in getting them set up and like getting them used to your routine in a way, or you need to get used to how like they clean. But once it's set up,
we do need to write instructions for her though.
It's okay, but the hardest thing for me is I'm like, there are so many particular ways I need to do things. I need to communicate all of this. Yeah, so that's not fun. You're really tired. Do you want to go to sleep? I feel like you should go to sleep. You're not even talking. Why are you here?
I am
You're
talking.
like so boring.
I am
You're
talking.
devaluing this vlog by being here because you're yawning.
I yawned?
Yeah, I can
didn't yawn.
Yeah, you like quite yawn. You're like,
I didn't yawn. You don't.
go to sleep.
Techie was rolling on the floor after I finished showering, and he was rolling on the floor, and I told
I
him,
was
you
stretching.
better start filming or I'm going to sleep in the next 10 minutes. Right now it's like 9:30 and I sleep at 9:45.
on certain days, unless he wants to scroll on his phone. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, the reason we have gotten a cleaner, or we asked Peter's parents to help us find a cleaner, is just we realize so much of our time and energy goes to doing cleaning chores, and we're not the most efficient at doing it. Like, I went upstairs to hang the clothes with her to show her, and she was literally doing it as twice the speed I was. And this is the same with your mum. Your mum can like cook at 4 times the pace that I can cook, just because they're so efficient at it. Yeah,
Well, she's efficient because she leaves in all of the bone, the spiky bits from the prawn because she doesn't fully peel
I didn't think
stuff
about that, that's
properly
true.
because it's very rough and quick.
That's
So
true.
sometimes I'm like, oh, there's a little bit of that,
Bone,
but it's fast, it's quick,
it's quick,
it's efficient.
it's efficient.
If you don't peel prawns, you cook them way faster. That's why we always deep fry prawns, because we can't be bothered peeling them. Did you know? Did you realize? Have you ever eaten a peeled prawn from my mum? I blew his mind.
You actually did. I didn't think about why she's so efficient, because I'm like, she does cook really quick. But I realize whenever we eat, we have to slow down and eat because there are hazards.
There was an eggshell during lunch. That's why I stopped. I bit on something crunchy. It was an omelette with bitter melon, and I bit on something crunchy. It might have been a shell. It might have just been like a not completely cracked pepper, but
Ew.
you know once you
Biting
bite
an
into
eggshell
it
is
and then
terrible.
it's crunchy,
It's like
it's just
sandy.
gritty.
Yes, terrible.
That's why I stopped eating. Did you realize?
No,
I
I
stopped
didn't.
eating and I started eating a durian.
I was thinking, how come I haven't been to an eggshell? I was literally, I'm like, oh, I haven't. There's been no eggshells in these food for a while. It's because you were eating it.
I had to stop. I just could not eat anymore. The omelette and thing. Shortcuts, efficient. You won't see any Michelin star dishes here, unless you want eggshells in your omelette.
I'm thinking if there's anything else I want to cover for today.
What have you been doing today?
What did I do today? I injured my knee.
And then we did a
reel.
reel where we had to.
There was knee work involved, and I think that screwed
Yes.
my. I genuinely think that
We'll
screwed
show
my
it
knee.
up here. Techie will show it up here
No,
somewhere.
I won't. Don't listen
No,
to
he'll
him.
show it up here somewhere as part of his 100-day vlog challenge.
No, ignore
Oh, today's
him.
day 8.
No, today's day 7.
Today's day 7 of
What is wrong
Techie's
with you? We
100-day
literally
vlog
said at the
challenge.
start, this is day 7.
I did not hear that. I was zoning out because I'm tired. Are you happy with the new cupboard? Looks so cute. Oh, I haven't taken my pills. All right, get out of my way.
Oh, he needs to take his melatonin before he can go to sleep. And then the clothing brand today, we started. So the past few weeks have been just designing logo, the brand guidelines, the feeling of the brand, choosing the name, all of those things. And now finally we're starting to move into the actual clothing design. So apparently 2 of the trends that are in right now, there's a lot of trends in at the moment. So you kind of want to design clothing in some ways that is in trend because it helps it sell, obviously. But at the same time, I don't like following trends just to follow trends. But if it looks cool, then I like it. So 2 of the trends that I like at the moment out of all the trends that I was given is pajama pants. I think they will be super comfortable. So we're going to make some pajama pants, I think. And then also like sportswear. They call it luxury sportswear. I have no idea what the hell that means.
Is that
but
like Lululemon?
I just like the fact that it has sportswear in it because sportswear is comfortable.
Is that Lululemon?
Yeah. So tomorrow, I think we're going to spend a lot more time figuring out what actual clothes we want to buy. Want to design. And then Monday, I need to go with the designer shopping. And I have conscripted Peter to come with me and do some filming. So I have some content that we can then turn into content. We have B-roll and stuff so we can turn into content. So you're coming on Monday, right?
Oh gosh.
You're coming on Monday.
Techie is conscripting me to become his
Cameraman.
videographer for his vlog on Monday.
You're already my editor, so why don't you be my videographer as well?
Because I don't have energy for this. I'm tired. I am a
Free slave labor. He thought he was
You
dating.
gave away my turtle. I wanted my turtle.
What turtle, huh? I gave away your turtle?
Yeah, to Dan Joel.
Oh no, sorry. Shall we bring it back?
Yeah, I want my own toy. I don't want.
Okay, I'll tell them to bring it back.
Chai.
Because I did think my seal was really cute.
I don't know why you swapped. I don't like this. I don't like the idea.
Okay, got it.
So what we're talking about is during one of our dates over in Singapore where we met the BBs, we went to a store and we all got our own little toys. Plushies. I don't even know which one's Dan, which one's Joel's.
This one is Joel because he's brown as hell.
I thought they swapped or something.
No, this is Dan. This is Joel. And we had a little seal and a
Techie had
turtle.
the bright idea of swapping them.
So that we would have each, look, we have Dan and Joel with us right now.
But now I
Isn't
just
that
have a
cute?
toy that I don't want.
Okay. I will go and ask them.
I want my turtle.
I'll go ask them to bring the turtle and the seal back.
Anyway, doesn't matter because this is my new favorite. Give me Pikachu. Give me Pikachu. Give me Pikachu.
You want your Pikachu? I will
We
ask.
showed you guys this on the first or second vlog, but this is my favorite.
I will
okay,
ask the boys
I don't want
to
that. I
bring.
don't want it back.
I will. I'll tell them to bring it
I
back.
want this one.
He's upset that I took his turtle and gave it away. It was a pretty cute turtle, I must admit. Yeah, Chai, up. Come on.
Chai eats durian, so maybe she'll eat this. Just be careful.
Today
It's a durian.
is the latest we filmed, and my brain is so dead trying to talk to you guys. I probably cut out half of this vlog because I don't
We'll just
know.
double, triple, quadruple speed past all the boring bits for you guys.
So that's the best part. We talk garbage for so long,
Do not eat my toy.
and you guys
This is mine.
don't know how much garbage we talk because
This is mine.
it gets edited out. Editing magic. So I don't even know if that part will make it in. So yeah, I think.
All right, I put my toy away now. She doesn't want it. She doesn't want to come up.
What is this?
It's a fluff.
I think that is the end of this vlog.
Sorry, it's such a slow day, but that's just how it is sometimes. Oh, how's your knee? So the thing is, what I've been trying to train Techie is don't just say stuff about your day, but say why, right?
Why, what?
As in, give more explanation behind why you do things, or tell me the why, because I don't want to know that you ate food. I want to know why you chose that food over 50 other options.
Okay, why I hurt my knee?
We did explain the knee bit.
Yes, what did I not explain? Why am I excited to finally pick the clothes? That's a good question. I think I'm excited to finally pick the clothes because I thought that would be the first step. But logically, it's not the first step because
Yes.
there are all these other steps behind
Figuring
it.
out the
So there's been
branding.
so much anticipation of designing the clothes, which was the reason why I started this brand, because I wanted clothes that matched my vibe.
The branding, the marketing, figuring out the demographic,
The hardest part is actually doing the
what
content
people want, the marketing,
behind.
which we need to do more tomorrow. Life is hard, guys.
Life is hard, but when you have
I think the hardest thing for me
A
is
boyfriend
trying to
that
not be
loves you.
negative. Because I have
He's
a very
negative.
I have a very sit, good girl, up.
Up.
I have an inherently negative mindset, which means, and I how I phrase it is, I am very good at coming up with reasons to not do things.
Yes.
I'm a very, what's it called? It's not like doomist, nihilist,
Pessimistic.
pessimistic, all of them.
If
I
I
can
came up with any idea, he could find 50 reasons to shoot it down.
I'm very good at that. So if you guys ever need someone to tell you to not do something, I'm there for you. I am there for you.
That is his secret ability, which,
Thank you. Thank you.
when you're trying to run a business, is not necessarily the best thing. He is like, actually, you should have worked in risk. That's
What
what
is
you
my
should have
point?
done.
What is my point now? My point is that because am so negative, I've withheld. It's very difficult for me to withhold a lot of ideas, opinions I have about all of our current projects that we're trying to do. Even
a
just
lot
like
of opinions.
reels, I have opinions. And the hard bit is trying to separate what's a doomist opinion
Which is most of his opinions.
versus what is constructive opinion. I feel
Yes.
that's the hardest thing for me right now.
I think you've gotten a bit better at doing it.
Yes, in the past 2-3 years I've
But I
gotten
think it
better.
took me telling you that you literally
It's still-
shut things down. You used to shut things down
It's a process.
and then not offer a solution.
It's a process, which is what
But
I
he's gotten
also
a lot
hate.
better.
Which is what I also hate. It's a process because to me sometimes there is no other solution. It's just you're stuck between a hard place and a rock, right? Both options are terrible. And even though both options are terrible, one is less terrible. So technically, you should go with the less terrible, but I'll still complain about it.
No. I think so. How I see that your mind works, or what I realized recently, is that you need to have facts. If you don't have facts, it literally doesn't make sense to you. So that's why I think business requires ambiguity and uncertainty, and you will always err to the side of what you already know. So it's safer to not do something for you than to try and do something. Does that make sense? Because not doing something, you're staying in the position that you're currently in, which you already have experience and information and data on in your brain. Whereas trying to do something new requires a risk, which is uncertainty to you. So from a data perspective, you're like, that doesn't make sense to do that when I already know the outcome of what my current position is.
I think another way of thinking about it is I am probably good at optimizing existing processes, but doing something entirely new, coming up with entirely new processes when there's not much existing data, I'm probably terrible at. Would you agree?
When there's not, yes.
When there's something
no-
existing and there's a lot of data and I can work through it, I can probably do very well.
When there's enough information, yes, and data, but you're also very good at researching. You can go research very quickly, very deep, very fast, and you can learn more about something than I ever could. For example, when we first started doing like video editing and everything, we had zero experience. Peter and I we were not creative people. We come from like office
We're boring people.
job
guys.
backgrounds.
We're boring.
But he would go watch YouTube videos for one day, come back and go, okay, this is what we need to do. So everything that we've learned, even like how to color this footage and make it not look so washed out, I learned from you. Does that make sense? But he hates teaching. He's happy to learn, but he doesn't like teaching me. But I'm like, okay, you got to teach me now because I can't go learn. So a lot of my skills that I've learned is from him, actually just watching you, how you do things. And now I'm like a bit
I'm
more
a bad
independent.
teacher. I have very little patience.
Well, he's a bad teacher when it comes to his boyfriend, but he has patience for everyone else. True?
That is a flaw. That is my red flag.
See, you always said that I was very forgiving with my ex, right? Like, I'm like, oh, he's just that way, never the way he is. But I'm also like very forgiving with you. I'm like,
We're both
Delulu
forgiving with our partners, yes.
through and through. I think you are just so comfortable with me that I'm the only person you can show like your worst self to. Does that make sense? People will call me delusional, but I think you just love me so much. Sounds really delusional as I say it. Are you tired? Are you ready to go to sleep? And that will be the end of this vlog because my special guest, who I don't know why he's here because you were not a very exciting special guest today, but that's okay. Not every day needs to be exciting. Some days are boring and that's okay. Because life can't be exciting every day.
Good night, everyone.
I'm so bored. I've been like playing and sniffing this because it's like a fidget toy.
We'll catch you for tomorrow's Techies 8-day 100 vlog challenge.
Which I don't think he's going to be a part of. Look at him. He's like dead.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Woo.
Bye guys.
Play the outro.
There's no outro.
We can't afford an outro.